Have you ever wondered to yourself, what does it take to be transformed from the inside out? What does it take to be whole in Christ? Now, the purpose and the aim of this camp is to educate and to practically equip Christian youth to reflect Christ in all avenues of their lives. The camp will address topics related to our spiritual, our mental, our social, and our physical well-being, so that we may be well-rounded or well-balanced Christians. Now, on the spiritual aspect, we will deal with the subject matter of righteousness by faith. What is it? Why is it necessary for our salvation? We shall also delve into prayer. As the saying goes, prayer is the opening of the heart to God as to a friend. It is the fuel of experiencing righteousness by faith. So how can we wrestle with God in prayer like the patriarchs, the prophets, and the apostles of old, and access the key to answered prayer? Now, talking to God is one thing, but to hear His distinct voice is another. It is only possible to hear the voice of God when our mind is clear from the clutter of this world. This is why it is so necessary for us to study the brain and how we as young people can guard the avenues of our minds from the influences which corrupt, so that the wiring of our brain is in tune with the voice of the divine. Relationships matters. God has created us to be social beings. For this reason, we are going to have opportunities at this camp to learn about God's standard for human interactions and how we can be a blessing in our families, in our friendship groups, and also in our communities. In a world that is consumed by physical appearances, what is God's standard for our physical well-being, and how can we be physically fit to represent God and to be His ambassadors to spread the gospel of salvation in preparation for Christ's second coming? What I have mentioned are some of the highlights of what you can expect from this camp. And as such, there will be more activities and more experiences which you shall see for yourself when you attend this camp.